What up, Pokenet? Tonight we're going to be running some deck testing with Zoroark EX. I really want to get some good testing in on this deck and see how things are going. Super excited for this deck, right? I mean, I think it's going to be pretty dang good here post-rotation. I've played this a little bit, but not enough. That's why I want to get some deck testing in tonight. And as we've been doing the last few nights, we're going to be giving away some TCG code cards as well. Let me go grab the stack here. Trying to give away a whole ETB of these. So jump in the chat. Let me know if you need some. And otherwise, we're just going to be getting some good testing in for tonight. So we'll kind of see how things play out. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing tonight? Thanks for jumping in, man. Getting the like on there. Hell yeah. Yeah, going to get some deck tested with Zoroark. Especially because it's an Arboliva just stomper, right? Dude just kills Arboliva every time. Oh, sorry, bro. Had to. So yeah, let's jump in. We'll take a look at the deck we got going tonight. So here's the deck list we have. I have two ends Daramaka, but that's only because I'm waiting for special red card to come out to put that in. So there is two of them, but realistically, there's only going to be one once we get special red card. I think the rest of this deck is pretty straightforward. I think you could go one or two Meowths. I guess we could replace the Daramaka with a second Meowth for sure. And then what else we got going on tonight with this deck? You know, I put in one Team Rocket's Watchtower in lieu of a third End's Castle. Part of that's because here at home I'm playing a bunch of dudes who have who need normal Pokemon. So I see several people running like the Noctowl lineup. So that I myself am running the Mega Kangaskhan for my draw support. So I think the Team Rocket's Watchtower helps us shut all that down. So that's why I included one instead of having the three Ends Castle. So that's something I'm running a little bit different tonight. And we'll probably tech that out if needed. And then we're also running one Team Rocket's Patrol just to help us get to the unfair stamp a little bit better. Again, those are some inclusions we may change as the night goes. We'll kind of see how things work out. So yeah, so otherwise we're just getting into matches once we get a few more people on stream. We're giving out tons of code cards, so hopefully you can use the code cards because we got a whole ETB we're trying to give out to the viewers. So if you need the code cards, please take them up, eat them up, I guess. Use those because we don't need it, right? We got 200k, we don't need them. But if you're going to use them, please smash the like button and like, subscribe. We'd certainly appreciate it. Just went over 1,000 viewers this weekend, and we want to keep pushing that up. We've been having a great week, and just started live streaming last week, so we want to make sure we make a good product. So let me know in the chat, is there something different we should do? Does the screen look okay? Is the chat working all right? And then if you need anything to change, let me know. But let's go ahead and jump into it here with Zoroark. I haven't played this enough, right? That's why I wanted to test it tonight, because I need to get better run with it. Parker, my son, actually really likes this deck and's debated switching to it, so I want to get some more looks so I can help him with it when he makes the switch. Yeah, so otherwise, man, jump in the chat. Let me know how you guys are doing tonight. What you got going on? If you're liking post rotation for Pokemon, we had our first challenge this last weekend. Went pretty well, I would say. I guess Zorua, that's the only option we got. So yeah, first tournament post-rotation went well. Dragapult played pretty good. It won both the Masters and Juniors division. And then the Blaziken Dragapult actually won the whole thing, so that's what my son was running. It's a pretty dang good deck. Like, not a whole lot we can do here, right? Like, I guess we'll boss just so we gotta hope they can't get an attack off. Man, that's pretty, and what's it saying? I can do something else? There's nothing else I can do. Oh, I guess I can attack. My bad, missed the attack. So yeah, please smash the like button. Always helps us out, and if you jump in the chat, that always helps us get more people in here, so we can get some good conversation going on Pokemon. So yeah, but let me know, what are you thinking of post rotation? Ow, bro. Well, first game in, we got nothing but an L. We can't do nothing about that, right? That sucked. Well, that's okay. We'll jump into the next one. I didn't bring my pencil out, so I usually keep track of how the night's going. I have a running list of how well we're doing. So I got to find that pencil real quick. Where we at? Pencil. All right, and then we got some more code cards over here too. Yeah, and then yeah, I think post rotation wise, I'm liking Raging Bolt so far the best. That's what I played at the tournament this last weekend. Ended up going 3-1. Didn't do too bad. Totally bricked in my loss, so I don't think it would have mattered who I played. That was going to be an L no matter what. But it's cool to see a bunch of new decks, right? And Arboliva. We had Zoroark. We had 2 Dragapults. Only had 1 Lucario, which I thought we'd have more Lucarios than that. And then we had 1 Mega Zygarde deck, which ran like okay, right? It wasn't great, but it was okay. So we saw one Mega Zygarde deck. I don't think it played particularly well, though. And there's 1 Alakazam. Trying to think. We also had 1 Team Rocket's Mewtwo deck. Yeah, like I said, I think at the top, probably Dragapult played the best for sure. So we had Dragapult, just regular Dragapult, with Monkey Dories, and didn't have any. Bro, this is not what I want to see. We're gonna get out of here. Nope. Dragapult with just Monkey Dories, so that deck did pretty good. Again, it won the Masters division, and then Dragapult Blaziken won the whole thing. My son was running that and went really well with those. And then I'm trying to think of some of the other decks that we saw. I don't think there was anything that seemed like way out of left field, right? You know, we deck tested the Okie Dokie deck the other day, and that was pretty cool. I don't love it. I didn't play particularly great. However, it is a fun deck, and can get massively fun when you're playing certain matchups, right? So, yeah. So definitely, if you need some code cards, eat those up. Let me know in the chat how you're doing tonight. We're hoping to get some wins tonight with Zoroark. I need to get some more deck testing done with Zoroark. The kid wants to run it, so I need to get some better play so I can help him out with that. she ran. Let's see, what did they pick? They picked to go first. Yeah, so interesting, right? Is this going to be that Dragonite deck? The Mega Dragonite is very interesting. I haven't played it in a while. I feel like right before rotation, people were excited for it, and then once we got here, it just hasn't been successful. Oh, okay, all right. So we saw this Pokemon already, this deck already tonight. Unfortunately, we bricked so bad we had no options, right? So kind of see how this goes. During your next turn, the defending Pokemon takes 100 more damage from attacks. Damn. So let's go. I guess if we go with the Badoo, it's not going to matter if we take 100 more damage, right? And realistically, they're going to take the KO either way, so that's not going to bother us in any of these scenarios. Let's go here, and then I think we need to Meowth to get something better, right? With this hand's not good enough, so we need to go get like a Lily's or something just to make this a better hand. And hopefully they don't got a boss. We don't want to have to deal with that on the next turn for sure. So yeah, again, jump in the chat. Let me know how you guys are doing. What's going on tonight? Anything? All right, so let's go here. So this is going to help, right? They can't lock us in the active. Having the Petrant, so that's definitely going to make a difference. You know, I wish we were able to get a Darmanitan in play, a Darumaka in play, but that's all right. We'll just Itchy for now. Let's see how it goes. So yeah, last night we ran the Alakazam deck. I think we ended up like a 8 and 6 or something like that, 8 and 7. Yeah, 8 and 7 with that Alakazam. We just got absolutely fried by certain decks. It was really tough to get the matchup we wanted, but certainly doing better. Doing better when we weren't just playing straight terrible matchups. All right. Well, I guess let's start with trade, and then we'll kind of figure out from there where we're going. Get rid of Brock Scouting for now. I don't know if I love any of those options. I guess we're better off probably. Yeah, let's boss up here because I don't really want to be messing around with this deck. I'm hoping we can just get some easy KOs. Let's go here. Definitely not going to Tool Scraper. Yeah. I don't think we need to. I don't think we have to go get the Zekrom because realistically we're two hitting it either way. So I don't think it matters if we go get the Zekrom or not. Hey guys, welcome in. We got some code cards we're giving away tonight, along with playing some TCG Live, right? So jump in the chat. Let me know how you're doing. We're deck testing some ends Zoroark tonight. Need to get some good looks with it and see how it's playing here post rotation. Heading to LA Regionals here in a few weeks, so you know, I'm assuming I'm going to be playing like Raging Bolt because that's been certainly what I've been playing the best. And I enjoy it the most, right? So, so far we've done some Dragapult, Blaziken, Okidogi, Alakazam. We ran that last night. With a, yeah, right. No kidding, man. Thanks for jumping back in here, Mind Hacker. And having a good night, hopefully. Oh, bro, I was hoping they had a whole bunch of nothing in that hand. That Lily, you know, Lily's is by far the best supporter we have right now, right? I mean, it's just kicking ass. All right, well, let's kind of see how we go from here. I guess here. I don't know if we lilies or not, right? I mean, I guess we want to get the other Zoroark ready to go. Yeah. So we're on a right spot here. We'll be able to get that. We'll be able to get the Daramaka back again anyway, so it don't matter. Drago, bro. You're killing me here. I'm not even sure what you're talking about, bro. All right, let's get rid of the monkey. Maybe. I think we gotta get rid of the monkey. We just don't have enough bench space, man. Unfortunately, having to use the Meowth on our first turn absolutely cooked us there, right? So, all right, and then we'll trade away Cyrano because we definitely don't need to worry about that right now. Man, I'm glad to have that boss. I'm hoping on the next turn we can bro, powerful rage for the KO. 40. Take that. What a massive hit, right? Yeah, so trying to get some live stream in here for probably the next couple weeks leading into the LA Regional. And then Saturday we got a League Cup we're heading to. Yeah, see how it goes. I'm more excited for the kid because he's been playing really well, but I'm hoping to get another championship mat, right? I mean, those are some of the best parts, right? So I don't know if you guys seen the new championship mat for this this time. It's I think it's like Mega Lucario, Mega Gardevoir. It looks pretty dang sweet. Dude, you're killing me, man. I'm chuckling the hell out over here. All right, let's see what happens. All right, so what? It's an interesting move. I'm not sure. Does he? I didn't see any energy in the discard pile. I'm lost, bro. Not really sure what that was all about. Trying to trap me in the active again. Be interesting who he's hitting into. Again, with this boss, we should be in a good shape, right? Take 3 more prizes coming up here. Yeah, guys, jump in the chat. Let me know what's going on. I'm always taking votes on what deck you want me to play next. So, yeah, just get some votes out. Let me know, is there certain things you want me to be playing? And then also, are there decks you're liking right now? And or are there decks you're hating post-rotation? I don't know. After last night, I'm not liking Mega Starmie. It just destroyed us, right? So, unfortunately, I'm not a fan of that. But I don't think it's because it's the worst deck ever. I'm just not a fan of it right now. All right, so I mean, it doesn't matter that we can't retreat. We're going to boss up and KO here, anyways. And then I guess we might as well get into Darmanitan. Tool Scraper away that air balloon. That's going to annoy the hell out of me, right? And then let's get this energy out of here. Don't need both Zekroms. I mean, gosh, we're already out of bench space, right? I mean, such a pain that we had to put that that Meowth in play first turn because it just clogs everything up. I know somebody brought that up on live last night too. Is it worth having? Let's see here. Let's get rid of the petrol. Is it worth having the Meowth in here? I mean, I think the answer to that's yes. It certainly already helped us in this particular game. We started off with a terrible hand, right? And we were able to get into a Lilies and kind of started rolling after that. So certainly going to make a huge difference. I don't know. I guess we'll subjugating chains. I don't think it makes any difference, but that way we got at least a healthier option to go here. And two-tane, burn. Not too bad of a KO. Let's see how this one works out. Yeah, I mean, I think we're in a great spot. We'll see if they even if they try to finish this one out or if they concede. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, so super stoked. We hit 1,000 subscribers this weekend. The kid and I did that live. Had so much fun. Ripped some packs open. Man, it was a great video and a lot of fun for us. We showed off all our best, all of his best cards and how we got them. And there's some absolute fire in that video. So if you get a chance to go check it out, you can see some great cards that kid's got over the last few years. We've been super lucky, and he just hits fire sometimes, man. I don't understand how it happens. It's not me. I never get lucky, but him, he's always hitting some big ass cards. It feels like. All right, no idea what these guys got going. Right, we'll have we got our Manatan ready to go, so probably going to take. I mean, what the heck? I am so lost. So how are they able to get out of the active? They hoping to get it to a switch. I'm not sure which way they're going here. You know, I was wondering if this was going to be the Mega Dragonite deck with Skyliner, because I think that's such a great. Yeah, there we go. Take the win. You know, that's a deck I did a short on, the Mega Dragonite with I guess it was with Blaziken, and that was pretty fun. Let's see how this one goes. Yeah, I mean, we're taking hits. Just a sec, I gotta go get the dog going here. He wants to go outside. All right. Yeah, I mean, I think we want to go first for sure, right? I mean, I'm still unsure with this deck. If we want to go first, I mean, obviously, if we can go second and run into the Badu, that's the way we want to go. I guess we'll start here. Yeah, what you guys got going on tonight? Like I said, we deck testing a little bit here to get ready for the LA regionals. Bro, we don't need 50 Zorua, man. I guess, do we go one more? I don't think so. I think we just go with this for now. Well, we gotta hope we run into like the Serrano would be great, right? That'd be a perfect one to hit here next. You know, that's such a great card with certain decks, and then I don't think it gets played enough at times. So I love the Serrano. I mean, I know when it came out, right, it was way overlooked. Nobody was playing that for a while in their deck. So certainly great in this in Zoroark for sure. Yeah, thank you guys for joining in. Jump on the chat. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what your guys' favorite deck is right now, what you've been playing. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Is this going to be that Mega Zygarde deck? That thing is pretty wild. I mean, I think if you get it set up and you're going well, it is absolutely crazy. Yeah, there we go. We'll see what happens, but I think it just takes too much energy, right? I mean, that's obviously how it's built, but I've had some decent luck against it. I think one time they got everything set up and they got Zygarde going like turn 2, and that was absolutely crazy with that core memory and everything. So I mean, that's interesting that they would. I would have figured it wouldn't have mattered to get rid of. Yeah, whatever. All right, let's see. We gotta hope we hit something good with this trade. I guess Reshiram for now. Well, I mean, we can at least we got an okay thing here going, right? We're gonna be able to get into. Oh wait, dang, we prized the. Well, now we're in trouble, man. We prized the Petrun. So how are we supposed to get in and out of the active without N's Castle, right? Gosh, dang it. Well, I guess we're going to go with the other Zoroark because we just don't have another option right now. So let's hope we run into a castle because that at least gives us a different play here for sure. Let's see what happens. Man, I wanted that Cyrano, but I wanted it at the beginning of this turn. But it wouldn't matter. We don't even have the Petrun, right? So something to think about. That's why I went down to 2 N's Castles in this deck, was because we have the Petrun, and that's the main way we want to get out of the active anyways. But dude, you like the Charizard XEX? Man, it doesn't run as well as I had hoped, right? When I first saw it, I thought it was going to be great. I thought it was going to be like the next Raging Bolt, but I feel like it just takes too many pieces to get going, right? And unfortunately, Oricorio is just too easy to knock out. I mean, it's still a fun deck to play. I got to get that built again so we can deck test that with a kid. I'm sure at juniors he's going to see somebody playing it at some point. So that's something I got to think about. It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, we're in a really bad place here, right? We haven't been able to get anything going. And the fact that they've got this Zygarde practically up and going just drives me crazy, right? We're going to be in the world of hurt if that happens. Well, I'm not going to keep the Cyrano now because we need the Petrun and we prized it, so I'm not even going to keep that around. Let's get here. I mean, I guess we can take out Fez, right? I mean, I guess that's maybe the right play for now. At least be ahead in the prize race for the moment. So let's see where we go from there. I mean, unfortunately, I don't think we got too many other options. I think we're going to be in trouble anyways. Yeah, guys, thanks for jumping on. Let me know in the chat how you're doing. Let me know what your favorite deck is here post rotation too. Anything you're really liking right now. So I think my favorite deck right now is Raging Bolt again, just because I really love how it plays and what it does. So. You know, I was really hoping Lucario was going to be a little bit better, but I feel like too many people are teching in Lily's Clefairy, and so it's been tough to get it going for sure. All right, man. We'll catch you later. We'll see you later, man. Everybody. Yeah, so if you guys haven't, please smash the like. Let me know how things are going tonight. Also, it's always great for me if you can. Bro, did he just hit 4 straight heads? No effing way, bro. Come on, man. Like, if there's any way it's going to find a way to screw me, that's it, right? Like, 4 straight heads? What the hell? Well, I mean, I guess if we can, well, we need a night stretcher so we could get back into the, because what we'd be doing are we going to be doing 300? Still not enough for a knockout, right? But I guess if we can get a monkey back in play. Let's lilies and see where we go. So we're gonna have to get a monkey along with a night stretcher. Okay, so at least we got the monkey. I know we got 2 more night stretchers left, so we gotta hope that that's one of the things we run into. Really wish we had that Pecharunt EX right now. That'd be such a big difference in this. Well, let's go here. And this is one of the things that really bugs me with this deck, right? Is if it's running correctly, it can go so fast, but there's just way too many times it just doesn't work. It just doesn't go the way it should. We end up with a whole bunch of stuff just stuck where we don't need it. You know, the fact that we prize that Pecharunt is a giant pain in the ass right now. And part of that's my own fault, right? As I teched out an Ends Castle because I thought if we had 2 with the Pecharunt, we'd be fine. This guy better flip 4 tails in a row. God damn it. Oh, bro, what the hell? I mean, I guess we got no Ends Pokemon. He keeps knocking them all out. Let's go here. Let's trade one of the Janine Secret Art, I guess. And we'll be able to poison ourselves, right? And we'll be okay, but I unfortunately feel like we have to get a Night Stretcher at this point. We got all our Pokemon are in the discard pile from that Nile Zero, right? So let's see. We're going to be searching for it. If we don't hit it here, we're probably just done, right? We'll just scoot. Man, what the hell? All right. Well, you know, I'm not loving how this is running tonight so far. We've already had 3 bad matchups. I think maybe one of those 3 we could have played differently to get somewhere else, but realistically, we've had 2 matchups where I don't think it mattered what I did. We were taking an L, and those are the things I pay attention to decide if I want to play a deck or not, right? Like if it's worth it. Yeah, let's see if we can get some more going here. So I had a great question on live stream the other night, and I thought it was pretty hilarious, right? If your house is on fire and you can grab one Pokemon card out of your collection, which one would it be, right? So they asked my son that, and it was pretty funny. He actually picked the Team Rocket's Meowth. He said that was his favorite card. I thought it was pretty wild that that's the one he picked if our house was on fire. And he's like, I'll leave the Giratina V. That might be number 2 if I can grab 2 cards. It's Giratina V. But the Meowth, Team Rocket's Meowth AR is number 1. That's freaking wild, right? So if you can, let me know if you had to pick one card to grab, what would it be, right? I mean, I know from you know, it's Parker's. They're Parker's cards. They're his collection. So realistically, if we both had to grab a card, I'd go for the best one, man. What am I grabbing? Dude, I'm grabbing that Pikachu. That's a K now, man. That's absolutely wild. That was a great question the other day, Justin, for sure. But yeah, dude, that Pikachu EX, the Forest Pikachu, that's now sitting at over 1,000 is crazy. That card's worth that. You know, we looked at chat the other day that there's another Pikachu up in the top corner. Well, there's actually 2 Pikachus in that top corner. So I thought that was absolutely crazy. So there's two 2 Pikachus hiding in the top of it. Well, right, man. There's no reason not to grab that. All right, let's see. I'm kind of leaning toward lilies here, right? Even though we've got the Serrano, I want to get the Badoo in the active. I think we're going to lilies in hopes that we get the castle. That's not it. I mean, I guess if we went and grabbed, I guess I probably misplayed that, right? Is we could have got the Pecharunt and then put in the Zorua and retreated. I don't know. We got Serrano for the next turn. Cyrano, my bad, Cyrano for the next turn. So we'll see how that works out. Yeah, so if you guys didn't see the live stream the other day where we hit 1,000 subscribers, we went through and showed off Parker's best hits, and then we ripped some prismatic at the end. So that was a heck of a fun video. I still got the carnage laying around from that, and we ended up hitting an SIR in the end. You know, we went crazy. I think our I think the chat heard us just blowing their ears off. Okay, all right, okay, I'm fine with the castle. Then we Cyrano, right, for sure. Dude, we prize the Pecharunt again? Come on, bro. Okay, so I guess we get the Meowth. Burp. Burp. Well, I guess we got to figure out what happens with these trades, because we're in a pretty terrible spot if we can't get a KO here. Especially because they got all the grass. Like, we're really gonna be hurting if we can't get this KO, because they're just gonna take out our Zoroark pretty easy. All right, let's go here. We don't need this. The last game turned out right, so let's go Brock Scouting. Nah. Boss. I think we're going to get rid of the lilies, because realistically we're going to be able to grab whatever we want later on too. At least we want to start ahead here. Hopefully after we get this KO, they're in a bad spot. So, oh, bro, dude, I thought it was Reshiram that we had in the active, not the Zekrom, bro. Gosh dang it. Nah, it's all right. We'll just take the KO. See, I'm not sure why the chat's not back in. Trying to figure out where the chat went. I'm sorry, guys. Here we figure out what's going on with the chat. I mean, I got her. I mean, it's right here, right? So. All right, I'll go fix the chat here in a second. Let me see what's going on with it. Alright, I mean, at least we're in an alright spot here. Well, it's too bad we didn't grab that Reshiram instead, right? Yeah, we'd be in a way better spot if we had Reshiram. I mean, at least we got the boss, so we got a chance here to at least take another KO. Let's go here. Let's boss up this guy. And I don't know if we need Darmanitan, if it's going to make much difference, right? But let's kind of see what happens here. All right, let's get that ends PP up, bro. Totally sucking here, man. Totally misplaying for sure. Too busy trying to figure out how to get this chat fixed, bro. All right, let's retreat. I don't care if they. Hopefully they take out a Zekrom, right? Because then we're going to be in a better place, anyways. Okay. Yeah, no idea why the chat's not showing up. I mean, it's all right. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Well, we gotta mess with that here in a little bit. We'll see what's up. Oh, I see. I see. I see. We found it. Found the chat, bro. Disappeared on me. All right, that's way better. Now we can actually see what's going on, right? Yeah. What's my best hit, right? So Parker absolutely cooks all the time, right? So his best hit, man, we're in so much trouble here. Fortunately, that I misplayed the hell out of this last turn. We're actually going to get out of here. I'm pretty disappointed in that game. My best pull might be the Cerulege EX from Prismatic. I'm not 100% sure, right? No. My best pull is the Latios EX out of Surging Sparks. Pulled that in Walmart, bro. So I was sitting getting the oil changed in the wife's car and walked up front, and they were restocking. I got an ETB, and man, hit one of the best ETBs I've ever hit with that. With that ETB, man, that was pretty dang awesome. So that's definitely got to be the best one. Dude, what is going on here with this live stream? You sure I'm still muted, man? Well, I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Let's see. Bro, we're having all kinds of troubles here tonight. It's showing me that it's going through putting it and fixing that. I don't know, you guys hearing me there now? Yeah, bro, I'm sorry, man. I'm not sure what's going on with the stream here. I may have to end it here and get some things fixed. I'm not sure what's going on with OBS. It shows that the mic's picking stuff up and that that it's going through, but dude, what the heck, man? I didn't even do nothing. I just looked at it different. And now it started running, right? So, thanks, man, for letting me know for sure. Yeah, so I'd say that Latios is by far my best hit. All right, let's get going here. I gotta start playing this a little bit better, right? I'm not paying as much attention as I should be. Man, I'm not going to get Badu out because I'm not going to be able to get into it anyways. And we better use up these use up these items, right? Because we ain't going to use it next turn. Burp. Yeah, dude, that Latias EX is so sick. Guess let's go here. Man, we're in trouble yet again, man. Like, I'm not loving how this is running tonight. Again, I think it's been pretty hard to figure out what I can even do differently, right? Like, I mean, right now we're 1-4. I'd say that last game was certainly on me because I was too busy figuring out the chat. But some of those other ones, man, there was no way of winning those matchups. And that's the stuff that kind of helps me decide what decks I ever want to play or not play. You know, unfortunately, there's too many grass decks around for this one for sure. Yeah. You're liking Garchomp right now? I mean, I don't hate it. What's going on, man? How you doing tonight? And I think we're just gonna Lilies that terrible hand away. Yeah, trying to get some games in here, get better for post rotation. We're heading to LA regionals here in a few weeks, so I want to figure out some decks and see what's going to be some of the best ones for me to be playing. All right, let's. I don't think we need Cyrano at this point. Yeah, dude, we talked about this the other day, Justin, right? It's hard to know what's the right play sometimes for trade. Like, what's the card you actually need to trade? Sometimes that's really tough. I don't know. We're gonna get rid of the boss here. So that's why I struggle with this deck at times, because you just start trading away things that you actually needed to keep. And so I think that's tough. I mean, it's easy when it's energies, right? But Christ, we haven't even seen an energy yet, right? So it's driving me crazy. Go here. I guess pass. Like, where all my energy at, bro? There's a ton of them in here. Thank you guys for jumping in. Yeah, get on the chat. Let us know what your favorite deck is right now, right? We got one vote for Garchomp, which it's been pretty damn tough. And there's times it drives me crazy that it's weak to grass instead of fighting. Whatever. I don't mind that if we get an energy, bro. Come on, where's the energy? Yeah. Then we going up to this League Cup this weekend. So we're driving up to Vail for that. Should be pretty dang good. I'm hoping I play well. I'm not going to give away what I'm playing because my bro's in the chat. He gonna know what's up, and I don't need him teching against me or nothing, right? I mean, I guess we can Janine Secret Art if we end up with an energy. I mean, we still got to get one in the discard pile though, so I don't know. We got to trade the itchy paw and get into an energy so we can. What the frick? Bro, this is driving me wild. I mean, we're close. We got to get an energy out of this trade, and then we're at least somewhere we need to be. We'll get rid of one of the bosses. Still now, we still haven't seen a single energy. I guess let's get rid of this buddy. Let's get an energy finally, man. This is absolutely crazy. We haven't seen one. Still no energy, dude. We're 36 cards through our deck with no energy. What the heck, bro? What the heck, man? I don't know. I think we'll go here and here just so we're not poisoned to start with, and then with Petron out there, we can get out of the active either way, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, guys, jump in the chat. Let me know how you're doing. Let us know what your favorite post rotation deck is right now. Let's see. I think I think we just pass, right? I don't think we have any better options right now. We have we had 7 energies left out of, so 22 cards, 7 energy out of that, man. That's crazy. Yeah, and then if you guys need the code cards, please use them. We're trying to give away an entire ETB on the live stream this week. So again, I'm hopeful that they're helpful. Hopeful they're helpful, right? And get some use out of them. They've just been sitting in this ETB for a while. And like I was telling everyone last night, I mean, there's going to be some UPCs, some SPCs in there, some ETBs. We got a whole bunch of different stuff that's going to be in here, along with obviously just some booster packs. So hopefully you guys can use those for sure. And then I'm always taking votes on what deck you want to see next. So let me know in the chat, is there a certain deck you want to see tested? All right, let's see what we got going here. See, what do we do here? Psychic. All right, well, let's start trading. Let's start trading and see if we can finally hit something we need. I mean, we got the boss, right? So we just need an energy. We only got 500. Oh my god. Where are all these energies? This is blowing my mind. Bro, if neither of these are energies, I'm out. Okay. At least we find one. Okay, so here, I mean, I guess, do we, I think our best bet, right, is to do Flame Body Cannon and take 2 KOs. I'm guessing we go Badoo Duskull. Let's I guess we can yeah, we go. All right, we got the boss. So I mean, this is not a bad way to go, considering the fact it took us what, 6 turns to freaking get a single energy for attachment. All right. I mean, at least I'm feeling okay now. I was about done there for a second. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll figure out how this matchup finishes up. I mean, at least at this point, we can attach if they Badoo us, right? I mean, we're still in an okay place. We're still going to take 2 prizes. I mean, we're in a pretty decent spot at this point, I feel like, right? So, I mean, it'd be better if we can actually use the ends PP up, but nah, whatever. Let's go here. Now let's retreat. Yeah, so trying to get better with End Zoroark for sure. Like I said, Parker really likes this deck and he wants to get better with it. So I'm trying to get some testing done so I can give him some direction on what to be looking for. Nah, we don't need this Darmaka. All right, well, all right. At least we got the easy KO out of easy win there. I wasn't sure at the start of that one, right? It didn't start off well at all, but the fact that we came back for a W is pretty dang good. GG's for sure on that one. Yeah, jump in the chat. Let me know what you guys are up to. Let me know what your favorite post-rotation deck is right now. And the answer for that is any deck that's not Arboliva. That's the answer for that, right? So what's your favorite deck post-rotation right now? I've been liking Raging Bolt. I think I'm playing it better than most other decks. I still really like Mega Lucario. I feel like it's missing one piece to be great. I feel like there's one thing we need to make that deck elite right now. You know, still unsure which the right A-spec to play with Lucario. No. Is it Maximum Belt? Is it Hero's Cape? I've seen it with Prime Catcher. I saw it last night with Unfair Stamp. I mean, I think it's hard to know what the right one is. So that's something we're trying to figure out for sure. All right, man. Let's just see after this mulligan if we can get something started. I mean, at least having the Team Rocket's Patrol, we can get the Ends Castle. Not that that's the best way to start, but we also don't have a whole bunch else going on. So we may go Patrol for Ends Castle so we can get into Badu a little bit better. I mean, we could attach Retreat too. So if we end up hitting a Lilies, we'll do that too. Crustle, man. Yeah, roll with that up to the tournament. I'll see you Wednesday night. Well, there was a deck I just saw that's like Crustle. It's a separate Crustle deck with Mega Kangaskhan. I need to take a better look at it and see what's going on with that. But if I had a list of my favorite decks, Crustle would be 199 probably, right? Crustle, not the best deck of all time. Man, not a huge fan of this deck again, right? I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Oh, bro, I should have... What the heck? It's not letting me grab the Zorua, man. What the frick, dude? TCG, come on, bro. Yeah, my bad. I should have grabbed the Ends Castle first. But who knows? Would it even have let me grab the Badu at that point? I mean, this is absolutely wild in TCG at times, right? Like, whatever. Well, I guess let's see what happens. I mean, we're going to have to top deck something special, or we're taking an L almost immediately on this one. Hey, what's up, Cat? Yeah, I mean, I guess, oh, I was going to say, we got to hope that they got the grass energy, but they do. Yeah, thanks for being here, man. Glad you're jumping in the chat, too. Not sure what's up tonight, man. I mean, I've been running usually 6 to 10 people, and we're struggling tonight. I'm not sure if Monday's not the night. I don't know if it's my bad gameplay. So hopefully we get some more people in chat in the chat here coming up. That'll help us out for sure. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for jumping in. We got some deck testing going on here with Zoroark. It's not going great in this matchup for sure. We're hoping we got to top deck the hell out of this next card. I mean, even though our hand's terrible, we're still going to get crushed by this this Mega Frostlass for sure. And then jump in the chat, man. Let me know what your favorite post-rotation deck is right now. So far, we got to vote for Crustle and Garchomp. Come on, man. Get that Crustle out of here, right? Is that the least favorite deck post-rotation? I'm trying to think what my least favorite deck to see right now is. Obviously, that's matchup dependent. I'm not... Oh, all right. Well, that about does it. We're getting out of here with this one. Let's get to the next one. Man, we've been bricking hard. I might have to pivot and get to something else because, I mean, we're just getting absolutely crushed tonight. And again, I mean, I don't even know how much of it's gameplay. I feel like we're getting some bad draws. So we'll see if we can get some better matchups. I mean, hell, one of our only win was against a grass deck, right? That's absolutely crazy. Could you imagine running a grass deck and losing to Zoroark? Sorry, Justin, man. Sorry, my bad. I guess when you prize Unfair Stamp and Badoo you in a lot of trouble. All right, let's get into it. Let's get a W here. Let's get on the right end of this, and then I said we'll see how things end up going. I think there's 2 or 3 decks right now I like post rotation, and there's 2 or 3 decks that I think are kind of mid that I'm trying to get better with. One of them I want to try to get better testing with is that Stevens Metagross deck, but I feel like I got to get more games in because I struggle to get the right matchups at times. But I think that's one that I want to see more of. I ran that one earlier today for a little bit, and then I was going to run Cerulege tonight actually, and man, unfortunately the matchups with Cerulege are just so bad. The Cerulege matchups just never seem to go the way I want them to. All right, let's go here, and then I guess we'll attach pass. I've got a whole bunch else we can do here. Yeah, and then I think Cerulege is another deck I wish was better, that I wish I could play more of, but just really been struggling with it so far. Dude, bro, this is absolutely wild, man. This is like 6 matchups in a row that we've had no shot at getting a win on. I'm not sure. I might be switching off of Zoroark if this is how things are going to go tonight, right? So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I got to bring the excitement. I gotta get more amped up. I gotta start throwing things around in here, man. How we get the chat going, man? We'll get in some Raging Bolt here. Try and get some W's. This way, when people jump in for Zekrom, they don't know what the hell's going on. For Zoroark, they're confused as hell. Let's see what happens. I know, puppy, you're fine for the moment. Beautiful outside. Now, dog, go run around. Yeah, man, let me know. I did change some things, so I'm hoping that the chat's a little bit better, right? Not as delayed. I tried fixing that last night, so you guys gotta let me know if the jump in the chat and let me know if it's still delayed. Yesterday I switched a few things, and I think I got it fixed a little bit better. Yeah. So we were running Zoroark for a bit, but kept running into some bad matchups. So figured it was time to switch into something different. No, we're keeping this one. Let's go here, and I guess we get rid of Chen Pao. I mean, I feel like if we need him, we'll grab the Night Stretcher for sure. Yeah, we'll be okay on this next turn. I guess if we need to get into Patrel, we'll be all right. We can get back into Latios if we need to get out of the active. And having Meowth, right, we'll be able to get into Crispin if we need it too. So. Yeah, man, I'm assuming you don't need no code cards, but bro, if you need code cards, let me know. I'll start throwing them out there. I don't know if anybody's grabbing any of these. They'll just be sitting out there for now. Try to give out like 2 or 3 a game, maybe. It's kind of the norm for sure. And then we'll see if this guy can't do anything. We'll just go straight into a win right away, right? We'll kind of see what happens with this. Hey, how are you doing tonight? we're getting some deck testing in. We just switched into Raging Bolt here a little bit ago. All right, well, we're going to take the KO here. We'll get into Crispin and take the easy win. And then, yeah, we're just trying to figure out what the best post-rotation deck is. Like, I mean, I guess partly in general, but mainly for myself. All right, I'll put this one in hand. I think right now I'm liking this Raging Bolt combination with Mega Kangaskhan. I know you can also play it with, you can also play it along with the Noctowl line, but every time I've played a Noctowl line in any deck, I just feel like it doesn't run as smooth as I want. I mean, I know one of my buddies runs it right, and Dakota seems to get every card he needs out of it, but I'm not sure if it works that way for me when I run it. Where I feel like I've had better matchups with this one so far. All right, well, don't mind starting off 1-0 with Raging Bolt. Run into the next one here. We'll see if we can get some momentum going. We'll go back to end Zoroark after a bit. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for jumping in. We're doing some deck testing here tonight, getting ready for LA Regional. We're giving away code cards as we go. We got a whole ETB we're trying to give out to viewers. So if you need the code cards, please grab those. And then jump in the chat. Let me know how you're doing. Trying to figure out what everyone's favorite post-rotation deck is. So, yeah, so let me know if there's a certain deck you like post-rotation. That'd be awesome. And then hoping we can get some wins. And probably test a different deck out tomorrow, too. I said really trying to get ready for this regional, so I'm trying to get 10-ish games a night. Where I'm at least trying to play them through, right? If I'm just playing on my own, sometimes I'll scoop pretty quick. So, you know, when I know I'm on live and we got chat going, I'm trying to at least get a better look at how the decks will run, more in an actual challenge type setting for sure. All right, so let's see what we get going here with this Dragapult deck. You know, I'm still unsure if I like Dragapult Duskull or if I like the Dragapult Blaziken better. I just don't know. I'm not sure which one's better for me. All right, so we'll take that. Let's I'm gonna attach return, and then I'm probably gonna get the Latios, and then we'll Lilies, and then we'll run errands, so that way we got a decent hand at that point. And we definitely want to have the Latios because we need to get out of the active. So, I mean, this is our draw support. We got to make sure we got it in line. So let's see where we end up after this. And I'm not hating that. Let's bug catch and set. Hopefully we run into a couple grass energies. That'll certainly help us out, bro. No, give me the grass. I want that instead. All right, let's see what we get out of run errand. I mean, not a terrible first turn, right? Let's go here. Get the other ogre pawn out. And I guess we'll pass at this point. I guess we could have held on. We should have held on to the area 0 for the next turn. But I think we'll be all right either way. Even if they get rid of it, it's not. I don't know. That wouldn't be great, but we'll find out what happens. Yeah, so jump in the chat. Let me know what decks are you playing right now. Anything you really like. You guys play only live? You guys play in person? All right, let's see what we can get out of here. All right, so I mean, I guess we can get into a Meowth, and we can just boss up and KO the Dracloak. I think that's probably the right play. Oh well, or we just Prime Catcher, right? I mean, I guess that's the right way to do it for now. Burp, burp, burp. And then, all right, pretty easy win again. So, yeah, back on the winning side here for sure. Let's get back into Zoroark here. We took a little break from it. So let's get back into Zoroark, see if we can get some good matchups, and get some wins. I think there's a lot of ways to play this and Zoroark. I talked to somebody today, and they're playing it with the Okie Dokie EX, and they said, I mean, they're able to hit up to 300 relatively easy, right? So, no, and so I do think that's a decent inclusion. So they're running the Okie Dokie EX and not running the Meowth in there. I think I like Meowth because there's times you have to use Meowth. It gets you a W. The other day we had a live stream where we had a mirror match with Lucario, Mega Lucarios, and one of us had a Meowth and one had the Fez, and the game literally came down to the last turn, last card, and one of those two, the Meowth is what got the win. And so that's a great matchup. If you haven't seen it, it is one of my live. It is in one of the live videos we did, but I also made just a normal video on that, so you can go check that out. It's a great matchup, and it kind of shows why Meowth is so powerful. Yeah, dude, I throw in the chat, man. I love pre-release. It's like my favorite way to play Pokemon at times. I think part of that's got to be because it's pretty laid back, right? Pretty relaxed. Let's get here. Oh, that's Lily's. So I really like going to pre-releases. It's a heck of a lot of fun to see like the new. All right, well, man, I still wish we would have found an energy. Would have made this a lot easier. Get rid of this, and then well, we'll kind of see where we go from here. Not my favorite start. We've been having a tough time getting energy in this deck, and we got a lot of them, right? I mean, we had a matchup earlier today where I was through 23 cards before I found an energy, right? That seems absolutely wild in a deck like this. I mean, I feel like in the old Dragapult where you've got 5 energies, maybe something like that's possible, but dude, I can't imagine with this deck why we took that long to find an energy. Right, and then do we need them in our hand so we can discard them with trade and then use End's PP up? So kind of disappointing for sure in that matchup. So see what happens. We're going to run into a Badoo here. I don't think it necessarily matters. We're going to probably Lilies no matter what, how this ends up going. So, and then I need to deck test this Dragapult they're running right now. I think it can be really good. I think it won the Masters division this weekend. And so I think some of the interesting inclusions, right, were we're having the Maractus in there, right? Was it Maractus? No, it was the all right, let's lose determination. So they were using Clutch to get us stuck in the active, and that was a giant bummer for sure. Didn't work the way I wanted it to. Okay, so here. Let's trade out the buddy. So let's see where we run here. Hopefully we can get this Zoroark running a bit. Yeah. The Yawgmoth, man, you got it. I was like, Vestal. At least I knew I knew what you're talking about, right? All right, let's trade. I mean, I don't think we need. We need Pokepad. We don't need. Let's go here. I mean, it really. All right, so at least we found an energy. I think. We'll go here, and then we'll just kind of have to see how this next one goes. Yeah, so Yawgmoth with Clutch, certainly an interesting inclusion. But we were talking about this too. Is Maractus better, right? I mean, the fact that as you knock it out, it takes more damage. It made the math in one of the matchups, right? So I do wonder if it's better to have Maractus instead of Yawgmoth in that deck. I don't know. Who knows if they're running either in this one. Certainly, anytime you can get more damage counters on anything with Dragapult, it makes a massive difference. So I was really about to put in Monkey with the Dark Energy, but not sure. I'm not sure where we're going to go. I think we're going to get Bidooed again, anyways. So we'll see what happens. I don't know, because they don't want to really hit into this, right? Because then we're just taking the KO with what the heck? Why is what's going on here? I'm really confused now. 60. I mean, he's not taking anything out on the. This has to be a misplay, right? I can't imagine this is the way this should work out. I mean, luckily we kept the Pokepad, so we can just go get the Reshiram. So, I mean, we're going to have a KO with the Reshiram. No, I guess not, because we don't have any energy attached to the active, so I guess we got to figure that out, right? Well, we'll see. We'll figure out where this goes. I mean, I guess we can still retreat. Let's see. Let's go here. I think we're going to have to go with the Reshiram, and then see if we can run into anything here we need. All right, let's Lilies. We got to get an energy and an ends PP up. Hopefully we get 2 energies, right? Because we got to trade one out and ends PP up. Bruh, we were close. We still got a chance here, right? So we got to get the ends PP up, and then we're going to then we'll be able to take the KO on the Dragapult. So yeah, there we go. So let's retreat. We'll go here. We'll end PP up. I mean, so this worked out, right? We got where we needed to. Took a few more cards because we just didn't have a great start, but the fact that we got there is all that really matters. Let's trade away. We're not going to use a Buddy Poffin, so we'll trade that out. And then we'll go get this KO and see where we're at after that. All right, so getting some momentum going here. And Night Joker. 440, right? Bam, Brood. Powerful plunge. Thanks you guys for getting in here. Jump in the chat. Let me know what's up. We've been kind of taking some votes on what's your favorite post rotation deck. I don't know as right now. I'm not going to say in Zoroark, but it could happen, right? It could get there. We got several dudes that I see running this at locals, and right before rotation, it did really well. Not as good this weekend. Now that we're into post rotation, and then yeah, we got a whole ETB of code cards that we're trying to give out to the viewers. So again, if you need those, please jump on them. Let's see where we're at here, right? So. I mean, realistically, not the best getting unfair stamp there, right? That's not what we wanted to see, but I mean, at least we're going to have one trade, and then we'll kind of see where we're at with that. I mean, they're probably in control here for sure. I'm not sure we're going to have a way to get back into this after they take this KO. I mean, even if they put 20 onto the Zoroark, we're not hitting near high enough to get a knockout. I guess if we run into a boss, we could still take 2 prizes, but that's not going to be the best way to do that. Well, right. I mean, yeah, I would agree with that, right? So the fact that Yawgmoth is a free retreat comparative to Maractus, but I mean, once you put Maractus in the active, right, you're almost just keeping it there till it gets knocked out, right? I mean, it's almost like Badoo. You're not looking to keep it there like long term, right? You want it there as long as it stays there. Alright, let's get here. I mean, realistically, that top deck and that energy makes a pretty damn big difference, right? I don't know. Is it still worth trading the energy if we can't get an attack off? I think we want to go Flame Body Cannon anyways, because I want to try to get rid of that. We'll trade. Hopefully we can run into a Lilies or something. Well, not really, but that's better than the hand we had, right, by 1 card. So again, we're going to Flame Body Cannon. We're going to take out the Duskull, and then see where we're at after that. You know, really, it didn't have a good start to this game. Hey, thanks guys for jumping in, getting some live testing in here, trying to get ready for the LA regionals. Jump in the chat. Let me know how you're doing. And let me know if you got any favorite decks right now, post rotation wise. You know, I've been struggling with Zoroark tonight. It's not my favorite deck. My son wanted to take a look at it, so I wanted to get some testing done to see if I could help him out a little bit. So we're running some Zoroark tonight. I'm always wanting to know what you guys want to see. So again, in the chat, let me know if there's a different deck you want me to test on another night. The only vote I got the other day was Yanmega, so I'm getting that built in here. We may test that one of these nights. But again, let me know, is there a certain deck you want to see? And then is there a deck you're liking right now, something you like playing? Is there any non-meta decks out there that you think are pretty sweet right now? I love looking into those things too and getting some decks built that just are non... Ah, damn, man, the Nuggies lost. Bro, disappointing. Come on, Nuggets. Well, realistically, man, we got a bunch of struggle going here. I don't think we got a way into this again. I mean, 250. Yeah, it's okay. Let's run to the next one. Let's go see if we can get a better game going. Man, that guy wearing his pajamas out here with Snorlax. Alright, come on in, Zoroark. I got faith, bro. Yeah, I mean, I thought, you know, certainly with this deck, yo, what's up, Zero? Thanks for jumping in, man. So we got some Zoroark going tonight. It's not been going well. I know part of it's been me. I'm not great with this deck, so that's why I wanted to get some games in with it. But I've also just had 3 or 4 where I've just totally bricked. We had no shot at getting a W, so it's pretty disappointing when that happens, right? So I'm hoping we can finally get something going the way we need it to. I think I've Badooed once tonight. Just having a hard time getting to it. Yeah, dude, the Snorlax Jamies. Dude, I think yeah, Snorlax is like one of my wife's favorite Pokemon, right? It's got to be up there. It's got to be number 2 or 3 on her favorite Pokemon. And I found out the other night one of her favorite Pokemon is actually Slackoth. So now I got to start finding some Slackoth to get her to fill up. She's got a binder that we're putting together for her. So I guess I gotta go find Slackoths that I can put in there. Wouldn't have guessed that, right? Part of that's one of the things that's fun with Pokemon is there's just such a massive variety of different Pokemon for sure. Yeah, I mean we're gonna have to see how this one goes. I don't know. I'm just assuming it's not gonna go great because that's how all night's been going. Just really not getting any of the cards we need. I had a game earlier today where I went through. I was down to 23 cards in the deck before I found an energy. Just wild, man. That's I can't even believe that. All right, so let's go here. I think we're going to need the Daramaka for sure. I guess we'll Janine's Secret Art, and then we'll get out of the active, and then we'll start Badooing. I mean, at least we finally got the Badoo up and running, but I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, dude, totally brutal, right? Like, I don't know how I hit 3 trades in a row, didn't hit a single energy. I seriously could not believe it. I could not believe it. I mean, I guess we gotta hope they take the KO and we just unfair stamp them into oblivion. I mean, that's kind of the hopes at this point, right? Yeah, thank you guys for jumping in here. We got code cards we're giving away all night. Trying to get some streaming done. Getting ready for some LA regionals. If you can, jump in the chat. Let me know. Let me know if you got a favorite deck going right now. And we're testing and Zoroark tonight, partly so I can see how to help the kid out if this is a deck he wants to be running. So yeah, dude, I'm so unsure with Ethan's deck, right? So I played this early on with Ethan's with Ethan's and with Dragapult with Dracloak as your draw engine. Certainly think it runs better with the Dunsparce. I still don't know if there's a certain way I like it or don't like it. I don't love it, right? So good thing there's no stadium there, I guess. Okay, so let's go here. And do we Night Stretcher for the energy? We just leave it there for an ends PP up. I think we'll just leave it there. We'll just Badoo for the moment. I think we're in an okay spot, right? Even if they take this KO, I think we can unfair stamp into a better position, and we can at least take 2 KOs. And I'm all right with that, man. The fact that Gravity Mountain, what? Oh, they just need a stadium in play, so that's what's up. Yeah, Zero, you had a good Monday or what, man? Work was good. I didn't have a bad day. Pretty slow for the most part, but that's actually a good thing in my line of work. So. Yeah, I mean, I was never really a Charizard player, even though I love Charizard. I just kind of struggled with it a bit. All right, so let's go here. I guess I'm not sure if yeah, well, let's unfair stamp. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, so I played Raging Bolt for a long time. Okay, that's at least okay. I mean, the Fez is definitely going to help us out. Let's go Fez here. So I played Raging Bolt for quite a while and really loved it. One of my favorite decks for sure. I like anything that's aggressive. So I've said that on other, other lives. If I can be overly aggressive, that's the way I like to play. So, I guess Ultra Ball. So I love playing fast, aggressive. So that's why I went with Joltik at NAIC last year. Let's see here. So I think we want the Zekrom, right? Because then we're taking the one-hit KO if we need it. And then, I mean, Christ, we still got another trade, so I don't think we need Petrol at this point. Petrol's in here essentially to get the unfair stamp, and the fact that we already have it, I don't think it's going to make any difference. And then let's Lily's Determination and see where we get. But I mean, at least we're going to take 2 prizes here, and then we'll kind of see where we end up on the next one. All right, so ends PP up. And we're in a much better spot than where I felt like we were at the beginning of this one for sure. We don't need this. Let's get rid of that energy. Yeah, man. Oh, bro, that's such a bummer, right? Like, gosh dang it. They'll come up. They'll be around for sure. Man, I know when I was a kid, I don't think we'll just take the KOs here. When I was a kid, I lost the only set of keys we had to out an old Mustang, and I lost the only set of keys. So then we had to get a locksmith out there, and he had to figure out how to make the keys. And oh my gosh, my dad was so mad. And I remember he was partially mad because they were like the original Mustang key, right? And it looked badass. And now I had some janky made key that just wasn't good, pretty crappy. But nah, your keys will pop up for sure. All right, so I mean the hard thing is, right, is we got to keep that ends castle because otherwise we're in a world of hurt without room on our bench for Petron. We talked about that earlier. What do we got here? We got 2. I mean, they could Ultra Ball away another Ethan's, 1 or 2 of them, right? So let's see where we end up with this. I mean, I still think we're going to be fine-ish. I mean, the fact that they're not taking the knockouts. I mean, let's see where we get going here. I mean, I think with Typhlosion, right? I mean, what's the highest he's hitting? Isn't it 240, or is it 280? I'd have to go back and look at the math. I haven't played against this deck in a long time. All right, I'll grab another energy, so we got that for attachment here, and then at least we're in a decent place. Still trying to decide. I mean, do you Flame Body Cannon to take out 2 knockouts on the next turn? I don't think that's the right play, right? Burp. Yeah, I guess we don't want a Flame Body Cannon either because we gotta get rid of all the energy, so... Alright, let's end PP up again. So at least we're looking in an okay spot here. Let's trade. I mean, we definitely don't need all these energy, right? So we'll trade. Probably get rid of the Buddy Buddy too. So we're at least sitting in a decent spot here moving forward. Yeah. I mean, I think so too, right? So I'm not sure if they're ever gonna one hit KO us. So I don't know. I think we'll be all right. Bam, 250. And realistically, even if we didn't have Zekrom and we had Reshiram, we're still hitting 170, right? So, I mean, I think the math's good for us in this one, which I'm fine with because we've had some terrible matchups tonight. So I'm glad to finally run into something good. Yeah, man, I thought you were saying I have a good setup with my camera and everything, man. But I'll take it either way, right? Yeah, I've been working on quite a few things. We have a new video coming out tomorrow with some new ways I haven't filmed before. So you got to check that out. It's doing a more in-depth look at the new Mega Greninja deck. And a few things I was checking out that look just absolutely wild with that deck. Looks so much fun. That may be one of my favorite post-rotation decks. Both of them, thanks, bro. Hell yeah, Zero. So pretty interesting. I got to look at some rulings that I talked about today in that video. You guys should check it out. I think it comes out tomorrow afternoon. All right, so I don't know if it necessarily matters here. We have a 2 Zekrom, so I don't think, are they both over here? So we got another Zekrom. I still think we could Flame Body Cannon twice if we needed to. Let's just kind of see where this runs up and where we get. Yeah, no, so I started doing some different stuff with the thumbnails for sure. And yeah, dude, I'm having a lot of fun with them. I don't know if I'm going to use these kind of thumbnails for my long form videos or not. All right, let's get rid of that. Brave Bangle, get out of here, Brave Bangle. So I guess, what's the A spec? If they're running the maximum belt, I guess they can take a KO, right? I don't think we need to do that. We don't need that. Man, I think we want to wait. Oh, wait. No, I wanted to wait till Lily's. Bro, what the heck, TCG? All right, well, we still got a way to get to it, but that was not how I wanted that to go. Burp. Yeah, so the thumbnails have been pretty cool and fun for sure. Again, I'm not sure if I'll change out how I've been doing the thumbnails for my long form videos. Maybe I might change it up, but hard to know for sure right now. But all right, Zekrom, bam. And we still got Reshiram, which is still going to get us the KO either way. So, like we said, I think we're in a decent spot. We'll kind of have to see how this plays out. Yeah, so Mega Greninja attack is very similar to Dragapult. So, its ability, what is it, Moonlight Shuriken or something like that? Or I might be mispronouncing on that what the first word is. But so its ability is, if it's in the active spot, you can discard a water energy from your hand, and if you do, you put 6 damage counters on any of your opponent's Pokemon. And so that means you can even do it to the active, right? So the fact that you can put those 60 anywhere makes it a little more powerful. And then its attack does 120, but if you move a water energy off of it into your hand, it does 80 more, so it does 200. So again, really similar to Dragapult. However, what we talk about in the video, right, is the A spec in that deck. I don't know where I put the deck at. It's hiding somewhere. So the A spec in here, and this is where I'm unsure on the ruling. So this is the deck we got, right? So we got Mega Greninja, such a sweet card. We got Frogadier. But the A spec is Neo Upper Energy, right? So we're running the Neo Upper. So when we attach that to Mega Greninja, it supplies 2 water energy, right? So they're both water at that point. And so then you bring it back into your hand, you're doing 200 damage. So you get to just keep looping Neo Upper Energy. So that's absolutely wild. So even if you get that Greninja knocked out, you still have the Neo Upper, and then we're running it with Dragapult. So then you can also, at the end game, run it to Dragapult. Again, I haven't watched if I haven't watched it on live stream in Japan yet, but I'm assuming that's the way it works, right? You attach Neo Upper to Mega Greninja, you use his attack, and you put the Neo Upper back into your hand to do 200 damage. So it's going to be really cool. I mean, it hasn't been winning a ton in Japan, but I think it might be one of the funnest ways to play Pokemon. Yeah, same thing, right? You keep looping that enriching energy back into your deck. But this is even, I think, more powerful, right? Because you have multiple attackers you could use it with. So, yeah, so I think Parker and I are going to deck test this some point this week. I was hoping we would do it this weekend. We just didn't have time. We had too much stuff going on. And I don't know if we'll get it next weekend because we've got tournaments both days this weekend. I guess we could take all the stuff with us to the tournament and and get some deck testing in while we're there. But yeah, then it's got the inclusion with special red card, which is going to be just monstrous, right? I think we're going to need 1 to 2 special red cards in every single deck. And that one, if you weren't on stream the other night, that one is you can only play this card if your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards, and they shuffle their hand in their deck and draw 3 cards. So it's essentially Iono, late game Iono at that point, right? So it's kind of the replacement, I think, for Iono. So we do have 3 Japanese. Hey, what's going on? How we doing tonight? I'm doing great. We just talking through some decks, getting some wins. Got a pretty good easy KO out of that one for sure. We've been talking about Mega Greninja and what that deck looks like if you weren't in here. So thanks for jumping in. Appreciate you getting in the chat. We're also giving away code cards all night too, so hopefully you guys can use those because we got a whole ETB we're giving away throughout the week. So, and as you can see, we got 200K. I don't need the code cards either. Yeah, I mean, I think special red card's going to be huge. Like you said, Judge is just Judge. Let me see. Do I want to go first? No, Judge almost hurts me instead of the other person, right? So I really get frustrated with Judge. So the fact that we can replace it with special red card, and we can use it. This is not a great start. We got here. I mean, at least we're going second. Hopefully, we can run into an End Castle here too. All right, Dragapult again. This hasn't gone great with this yet tonight. We've lost to Dragapult twice already, so I'm hoping we can get a better run with this one for sure. Kai, hopefully you're having a good day. I had an easy day today at work, which is good. That means nobody's hurting, so that's always a positive. Had pretty light day, and slow week for me. I don't have much going on this week, which is kind of a bummer. I enjoy when things can pick up, right, and we can run through the week pretty fast, but And then the other thing I've been asking everybody is, what's your favorite post-rotation deck right now? You know, I think a lot of us are unsure. That's why I'm deck testing a whole bunch of stuff, kind of see what I like to run. And I agree, if Dragapult was if I was good with Dragapult, I'd be playing it, but I'm not. I just play, like we talked about, I play too aggressive sometimes for Dragapult, I feel like. And so when we deck tested it the other night, it went okay. I was playing Dragapult Blaziken, and I like it because it runs slightly faster. So that's part of why I like that deck a little bit better than Dragapult Duskull, or just plain Dragapult, right? Oh man, all bummed out the Nuggies lost tonight. Hopefully they can get on top here on the next one. Yeah, if guys haven't yet, please smash the like button. Always good if you jump in the chat. Helps us get some more stuff going for sure. And then if you haven't, please subscribe. We were super excited. We hit 1,000 subs this weekend, and we did a live video of that because it was sweet, a big fun moment for me and Parker, my son. Well, I mean, I'll take that win when Dragapult doesn't show up. It's not bad for me. So yeah, we were super stoked to get to 1,000. Then we ripped a bunch of packs after that. We ripped some prismatic sealed stuff that he had been keeping. So that was really fun. He refused to open the prismatic UPC. We also have a Charizard UPC that he has sealed, and he wasn't going to open those, so we keep those sealed for him, which is fine, right? That's okay. Even though that prismatic EV, like that UPC, has one of my favorite playmats of all times, right? That Evolution one. It is so sick. Yeah, it's a playoff loss for him. You know, I really don't like the NBA and how it plays per se, but I like the Nuggets. I like Jokic, and at least one. There's only a couple local teams I even like. I wasn't born in Colorado, so I don't follow all of their teams. But the Nuggets is one of the local teams I have liked since we moved out here. So, but it's hard to watch, right? I mean, as a fan of basketball in general, NBA basketball is just tough. It's just not much fun. Yeah, I was so glad you guys were on. It was awesome. Got so lucky. Broncos. So I'm a Carolina Panthers fan, which is crazy. There's a long story behind that, but when we lost to the Broncos in the Super Bowl, I still don't hear the end of it, right? I run into buddies and they're still giving me a terrible time about how Cam Newton took that fumble, and I'll never live it down probably, which is fine, because if the Panthers would have won, I'd still be killing all my Bronco fan buddies too. So, meh. All right, let's go here. I think we're just gonna Badoo at this point. I guess we could get them. I mean, is the right play to Meowth into a better supporter? Or into a supporter? I don't know. We'll find out how this goes. Part of why I've got to get more play in post-rotation, like, when's the right time to play Meowth? Because at times I don't know. I'm still unsure. Oh yeah, I mean, both those teams are great, right? A lot of fun, and they actually played like fundamental basketball, right? So it was even better to watch those teams for sure. My boss played professional basketball in Europe, and he actually had a chance to play with David Robinson in college for a while. Pretty dang awesome. So he got to go to a couple camps with him, and he almost went to. I think he went to Navy. I think David Robinson was at Navy, and they were recruiting my buddy, and so would have been cool to go there, but I don't think he wanted to be enlisted or anything like that. Anyways. Gosh dang it, man! I'm not a fan of this deck. We played Okie Dokie the other day, right? And it's going to be very interesting. Well, I'm not sure why they put Battle Cage in, right? That's, I mean, other than to get rid of the Ends castle, but now it hurts them, right? They can't throw stuff back at me. I mean, I guess we got no other options here. I mean, I don't know if it's any better. I mean, I guess we want to retreat because they're only doing 60, right? And so, at least if we have these guys in the active, it's not an easy KO. We'll go over here. What a great hand we got here, right? Now we know the answer. We should have got the Meowth and got a Lily's Determination. Even though Meowth is such a liability on the bench, by taking that Badoo, we have nothing, right? We literally have nothing in our hand. I think that's why I like doing this deck testing, to figure these things out, especially post rotation. I think most all of my decks have Meowth in it because of this reason, that it could just be so powerful. But it's getting hard to find them, right? I mean, the Raging Bolt deck I'm running has 3 Meowths. We have a Mega Absol deck we have built that has 3 Meowths in it. Several others that have 2. So I think right now we've got like 7 English Meowths and 2 or 3 Japanese. And I still don't have enough Meowths for these decks, man. Driving me crazy. Oh, boo. Yeah, AK-47. Heck yeah, man. I remember that guy. Yeah, my brother's a massive Suns fan. He lived in he lived in Phoenix for a long time, so he loves them. Oh my gosh. Was it Stoudemire? I'm trying to think. Not Sean Merriman. Gosh, I can't remember. They had one dude I absolutely loved watching too on that Suns team. Yeah, and Kirilenko was pretty dang awesome, man. I love the way he played for sure. We're out of here, man. I can't keep watching that. You know, I'm not loving how this Zoroark's running tonight. Stoudemire, that's right. Yeah. Stoudemire was great. So I got to go to a Nuggets game when I was in, I don't know if I was in middle school or high school. And the Suns were there warming up. And God Christ, I wish I could remember who it was. As a shooter on the Suns, and his pregame workout was absolutely wild. So he would do kind of like around the world, but if he missed a single shot, right, he'd start over. So he had to make 10 shots, and he'd start 15 feet out, go all the way around. He'd go like 18 feet out, then he'd go 20 feet out. He'd just keep backing up. And that was his pregame shooting ritual, and it was wild. The fact that he could make it through that was crazy. Now we got on to basketball, even though we're supposed to be talking Pokemon, but you know, back in the day, certainly much better basketball than what we got going now, unfortunately. So we'll see. I think, unfortunately, if I take another loss, which we're going to, I'm actually not. I don't know. If we take another loss, I'm going to be done with Zoroark. I'm not loving this tonight. I'm not liking how it's running. I feel like I got to make some changes within this deck. Um, I've really been struggling. Again, I'm not sure if it's how I play, or if the draws have just been that bad. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're 4 and 8 right now, and we still got another hand of absolute garbage, right? I mean, we can't do anything with this hand. I mean, I guess we get Cyrano just so we have another bench Pokemon. I don't know. Been really struggling with this. I'm not a fan of this deck right now tonight. Let's go here. I guess we retreat to try to save Zorua. And pass. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, the 2000s basketball, man. That was them days. Yeah, I was a Kings fan back then. I grew up in Northern California, and so those were some fun teams to watch for sure too. So that was who I ended up watching. Yeah, I mean, Christ, it's just been tough, man. I haven't had much of anything going tonight. You know, I switched back to Dragapult or to Raging Bolt for a few games and went 3-0. So I wonder if I just got to get back into a better. All right, well, I guess let's go here. Trade. If we run into an energy, I guess we'll take a knockout on the Bayleaf. I don't know. Yeah, man, Chris Webber was awesome. You know, Mike Bibby, Doug Christie. I mean, those were all the dudes I grew up watching. And we got to go to several games. My sister worked for a company that was stationed in Sacramento, so we got to go to several games out there, which was a lot of fun. All right, I'm switching it back up to Raging Bolt for a little bit. I can't stand losing this much, man. This is what drives me absolutely nuts, right? So again, guys, please jump in the chat. Let us know how you're doing tonight. Let us know if you got a favorite Pokemon. I guess right now, let us know what your favorite 2000s NBA basketball team was. No, we don't want to go first. Ah, bro, I forgot we're playing it. We switched it up. My bad. We do want to go first with this deck. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, and then again, we're still trying to find some new decks to be testing. So if there's anything you guys want to see, throw it in the chat. I think Steven's Metagross is on deck for tomorrow, but that can get changed too. And then Cerulege is also maybe going to get played this week. But I'm probably going to go back to Dragapult at some point, just like regular Dragapult. Right, I mean, there's several different ways to run it. So my buddy's playing this. He's at the locals with me. He's running it with really similar to how we ran it before with Noctowl. And it also still has like the Wellspring Ogerpon in there. And so essentially he's just kind of substituted out Sadas for just more Crispins, right? And but I feel like, well, it's super consistent if you get Noctowl going. If you don't, it just dies. So I feel like this is a little bit more consistent. However, having the 3 prize Mega Kangaskhan is certainly a little concerning, right? We don't want to have to get 3 prize knockouts. So that's the only thing I'm unsure of, right? We'll kind of see how this goes. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about festival leads. I do have another guy that I play against at locals. It's like the only deck he has built. So I've played him multiple times with it. I don't know. Again, for me personally, it just doesn't play the way I like to play. I mean, what's going on here, TCG? This guy hasn't done nothing in 3 minutes. Huh. This is what kind of drives me crazy with TCG right now at times. Like, we've been having some problems. I mean, this guy hasn't made a single move. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, for sure that, I mean, what's hard, I think, is um, if they can get thwacky in play, then they're just set up so well, right? Um, I wouldn't mind deck testing it and getting some looks at it. Um, we actually did a short on that a few months ago, and it was like our budget build of the month, and I think that deck cost less than $20. It was like $16 to build the. All right, well, since nothing's happening, we'll just concede that one. I'm not sure what's going on. Well, I'm not sure if something's going on with TCG Live right now. Kind of be a bummer, right? The stream would be done, I guess. Yeah, I think it looks like TCG Live is down. Any of you guys able to get into it on your stuff? I mean, I think we just hit midnight, so this is about the time. If they're fixing something, that's what's going to happen. Well, that's a bummer, man. I was hoping we can get some more matchups in tonight. I guess you guys will have to check in tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, the budget builds are pretty fun. I mean, we try to do one every month. We lacked here for a few months. We just got one out recently, so we'll do another budget build coming up soon. I got several ideas on what I want that deck to be too. So, all right. Well, thank you guys for being on, man. Zero, thanks for jumping in here, keeping the chat going, man. It was all on you tonight for the most part here, towards the end for sure. But I definitely appreciate you guys. Hopefully we're on tomorrow night and we'll get some better matchups in. Otherwise, as we're always signing off, man, have a Poketastic day.